called Phantoms in the Night. That night, I dreamt of singing endless sound. There, I saw a fine flute on the floor. Alongside a scarlet vessel I found. Shadows casting bodies wanting war. Sweet music crept into my bloody ears, as my vision blurred with the vicious glow. And that sparkle on the ground shared my fears, of rivers never ending their red flow. Spring shattering darkness became the same. Was this really a thing of carelessness? Really worth a moment of twisted fame? Cryptic pleasures I'll just to digress. Yet I hope to see mankind now. I knew this meeting would not be the last.
Okay, well, this is titled You Can Totally Write Sonnets, okay? Bond, James Bond. Eyes are nothing like the sun. They're icy cold and sly with lots of zen. And by them many ladies are oft won. Never mind, this verse sucks. Let's try again. Shall I compare Bond to a summer's day? He's way classier and way hotter, and plus, he talks in this really posh way. Yeah, this stem is bad. I'll write another. Seriously though, this guy's really cool. He fights like a lot of bad guys like Russians, using these really awesome looking tools. Not that I approve of violent actions. This isn't turning out well at all, so I'll just say I really like Skyfall.
So mine is entitled Look at This Stuff. She loved like the ocean, deep as the sea, and pulled on the stars, painting love's sweet heat. But paintings are paintings, art stained with teeth. Crushed glass brought thick blood that pooled at her feet. Had she loved shells and pearls and not thin skin? Had she loved green scales and the ocean's might? Not brown eyes and dark hair, he who can't swim. Love's not always chosen, not always right. She saved that poor bastard, sold her sweet voice, walked on the beaches, body exposed. All the while making one fatal choice, giving her heart when everybody knows that love, while golden, holds true to this. Nothing compares to the love of a fish.
My sonnet's called A Lover's Curse. There is no peace for my conflicted heart. It aches with anger for this fading so. And yet her beauty seems a work of art, to where my anger falters, often goes. What makes us men falter? Why do I feel as if I that when I see her touch that shining hair, I want for just a time to be that hand. A pompous smile she wears, but nonetheless a smile that sparks a trace. While often I do show disdain outside, hers is a hand that I'd much like to earn. A curse indeed, but while it takes its wear, 'tis still a curse that I will gladly bear.
When I was writing this poem, I was thinking of The Cure and Depeche Mode. Mine's very somber. Okay, it's called You're Gone. In loneliness, I thought that I could thrive, but gaping holes inside my mind and heart are all that seem to occupy my time. I don't know what to do or where to start. I find myself surrounded, yet alone. Search for company or search for myself? Why do I let one person, only one, decide my happiness, my mental health? Phone ring, phone ding, heart race, fast pace. It isn't right to be so damn attached. Who am I to look straight into the face of love and feel guilty? Always watched. Distraction is my only friend. My loneliness will never end. Aww.
Mine is called After High School. It's like where we all. The grades are done. They beckon you to go. Los Angeles or USC they cheer. Perhaps a tried Stanford might yield no. What else is there but fries, some grease, and tears? Beyond these hallowed halls lies happiness, like food and drink to mend the painful toll. Carefree will be the key to that gayness. Elites, in quotes, must not consume your soul. If this approach does not appeal to you, then wait till March and apply to RCC. Associate degrees, prereqs in view. Who knows, or you might just end up in Glee. True joy is made by the student and not the school. Relax, you child of IB, you fool.
Mine's just not that great. Sorry. The birds that I saw have found are quiet. The snake that I charmed fell asleep once more. People who had loved started to riot. The love in the room had gone so far. She ran like the wind so that she could see beyond the horizon the sea stood still. And hoped that her love lost could be for me. She turned numb as the wind started to chill. The waves crashed over her as she let go. Down, down, down she went as she lost her love. Fate did not let her, and she did not know that high up above her the flew a dove. I ran up toward her, and her love grew, as I held her and whispered, I love you. Aww.
As hot as flame the thick forest became, was too crowded and tight inside the dome. The earth beneath so wet it was insane, and desperate to breathe, I used a comb. But no solution was to be then found. The only exit to the problem was a little something that was quite unsound. The forest was cut down with a quick buzz. Smooth shaved, and now 'tis like a billiard ball, a barren, uninhabited fool's field that gets all cold when there is snowfall, which makes me come to fear a brand new fear. What if, with a slight breeze, I come to freeze? At least, right now I know I don't have freeze.
It's called It's All Good. What is the truth behind the scene that tells of not so distant past life we see? Can we ever view the gas of hells and captured wailing rats in the morning tea? Preposterous to think that it's all that one must do to remain the master of mind. Sneak around after night in the frat, all the good times with that righteous behind. Has none of this made any possible sense to the likes of you and your mindset? Let me help you out then to be more able, lest you have to end up making a bet. Don't go chasing waterfalls there in the hood. It ain't shit, man. You didn't hear him. It's all good.
Mine is a response to Jorge.
Oh, how adorable.
When I first met you that past 8th grade year, I saw hair, jet black, shiny, full of gel. Such a style is very common, there and near. But your current do makes me want to yell. Oh, why did you shave it all off? Fool! You know it only works for us black. I see the labs that masquerade as coughs. Hopefully your hair follicles grow back. Yet, however, to thine own self be true. With your shy like shine, creating many smiles. You still bring much joy to those old and new. Still, your head implies nothing ever grew. Nevertheless, you are still my Jorge, and I still love you from here to Norway.
It's called living in the moment. When I'm in your arms, my heart beats slow. With you holding me tight, my knees get weak. My fingers cross, I hope you don't let go. Your skin, it soothes me when we're cheek to cheek. The stars spell out our names when I'm with you. That's why you say that we're meant to be. Calming winds whisper love as they pass through. That's why you think our love is destined. You're right, this could be love, that we both feel. But how can you be sure that it will last? What if we're in life? What if love's not real? To me, love seems to be an awful task. So don't call this love. I will not own it. Can't we just be living in the moment?
I don't think the title until after because it kind of
Okay.
threw it away.
Dem-
Oh yeah. So calm your day beneath your small green hill. You sit, you smile, admire your peace at hand. In you is peace, no evil could instill. So goes your life, apart from far off light. Beyond your hill lay dark clouds poised for strife. The blood-soaked land exhales a dying breath. The flame of war burns brightly in the night. Beneath your hill has never seen such death. You sit so safe, relaxed within your house. When asked by friends, would you journey with me? Respond with no. With this there is no doubt. But ask yourself, and have uncertainty. So, Bilbo Baggins, I ask once again, will you leave peace for risk beyond that end?
Mine's titled Like Path I'm Crazy. So young and unprepared for what did come, I thought you would be just like all the rest. I guess looking back, all I was done. Now I know it was you that was the best. But playing all the things that you once said, the past is gone, and like laugh I'm crazy. Maybe I made you up inside my head. The facts now seem a little bit hazy. It was never your fault, only my own. And if I absolutely can't have you, my love will wait until it finds its home. It's just so hard to be with someone new. I know it was I that pushed you away, but still I cry because you did not stay.
Mine's called Scrub. Horace, lighthearted and strangely upbeat, friend of a lethargic large star below, working the same old job might get crusty. However, your happiness seems to flow. Get up every morning, same suit and tie. Life might begin to seem somewhat a square. Abandoned by knowledge, life goes you by. Soft, silly seaman, anything but a square. Nautical living, one might get seasick of the same routine day in and day out, but shrouded in bliss, hoping not he slips into tyrant hands of anger and doubt. Powering through, absorbs bliss like a sponge. For at the end of his day, all is one.
Alone, I eat only sugars and fats. I hear my heart slow down and sweet for bleed. My best friends are just stupid, ugly cats. Time passes, I still live in a cold sweat. Staying inside my own filth all alone. With pain and disease, I am now stricken. Soon one day, I will not be on my own. My chill old life, to me, it will beckon. It seems that I once again have some luck. Unfortunately, I'm still in pain. With the whole 2 weeks of work, I was stuck. Life would never be the same once again. Maybe I should not have received that bliss when I took hold of that contagious kiss.
The poem is called Wish Upon a Constellation. Toes lower down to plant on soil flourish. The mid extends to lift the head up high. As arms go out for longer parts of flight. and top is opened up to morning sky. Nutrients born from air and sun itself, the hair that sticks so wild and free around. As wind does pass, up floats to higher shelf. The spawn will leave without a single sound. A wish is made and hopes are passed to breeze. The vessel brings the wants to gods of chance. A dream is sent and dreamer's time does freeze. For moments quickly fleeting, save sands askance. The world has put faith in small dandelions, a hope that springs and falls much like Orion.
In tomb-like, cold and silent room she stands, the only light a white and glowing moon. She holds an evil object in her hands, a pistol meant for death and death alone. Her mind has lost all purpose to survive. It makes no difference, even if she tries. No longer does she feel the need for life. She draws her last breath and shuts her eyes. But suddenly a quiet gasp she hears, and twirls and shouts beneath the water. Her child stares back, his eyes spill frightened tears. Her hands are trembling as she sees his face. Does violent shake of hands on trigger pull, or drop the wicked gun from fingers dull? What happens next, but fate alone may know.
Okay, so I changed the title of my sonnet. I think this fits the mood better. It's now named It's 2 a.m. and I'm really angry. Also, this is not a funny sound. Okay. Life's a fruit of temptation to me bring. Let me know not the sharp aching pain of 1,000 blossoms desperate for spring. Thus with dark blood sully the wings of the dead. Better I live in instant motion than 1,000 years of stagnation's kiss. Give me not the dullness of devotion. Throw me into uncertainty's abyss. Let me rise above this dark, faithless world, that in rising I may touch the heavens. Let infinity unfurl like petals curl, rising like the purest red and lane. At this lightless and empty shore I wait, for the dull quiet chaos to abate.
You want some of these goody goods? I got the blue, the red, and purple too. Nah, man, I try to stay clear of that hood, but maybe I'll buy some turtle in blue.
No way, man. Turtles aren't to come by, unless you got a lot of green to show. How much are we looking at? I'm kind of shy, but maybe you can help me out, you know? A drug dealer's life isn't easy, bro. I gotta pay for my bills just like you. It's not grand as you may have thought it so. I just wish you don't end up dealing too. It's safe to say you won't be a stealer when you become the dreaded drug dealer.
I'm gathered here today to talk about the law and his mercy.
Is that part of it?
To start us off, I shall tell you my dream. Go. Oh yes, the seven of the seas. It can be seen by a two-headed beam. My dream is big. Some say it comes with fees. So when the time is right, you must feel might. Remember, the sky is blue and limitless. Your time shall come if man just has to fight. They judge you mostly by the way you dress. Do not fear anything, not even itself death. You spend your whole life just to try and live, and keep on fighting till your last dying breath. But live well, prosper, die to try and give. To win and reach, achieve your dream best ends. The ultimate prize, your dream, is Ben's.
I'm not going to tell you the title because you have to figure it out. The snow falls silently, a world of white, a light with day is purer than a day. Come forward in tuxedo, what a sight. 'Twas clear that we forgot to be afraid. The Arctic air chills me as you approach, with awkward grace for which you are so known. I extend my hand, you don't reproach, by shyness, the shyness by curiosity o'erthrown. O flightless bird, you are beyond compare. You glide through oceans with abounding grace.
To find such loving creatures is so rare, especially in worlds coated in ice. These mates for life, require them like a dove, may indeed teach us how to truly love.
Thank you, Caitlin, for ruining the joke for everyone.
Oh, get over it.
It's okay, Dan, we still love you.
Like that?
Contrary to what I'm wearing, my poem's actually pretty serious.
Oh god. I'm gonna take
I wrote this when I was on a plane flying back from Hawaii. So, a luau festers by the pounding surf. The dancers are blissfully unaware as people gladly dance across the turf of a monster looking for love to tear. Striking out to the rhythm of the drum, nothing connects till it's finally over. It mercilessly murders a beach bum, and everyone is utterly sober. But don't bring fading flowers for the dead. The grave will give someone no hope. So save your giving for the living instead, so you can throw them a small rope. Yet how can we become ourselves again when we leave dark thoughts running in our heads?
I stand with the morning breeze at my back. I'm facing a mountain tall as the clouds. Down here, in song and confetti we laugh. Up there, stars shine and the music plays loud. Many have tried, but not all did succeed. Some climb only one step from the summit, but then were knocked off by their own greed. Others did not have so far to plummet, but those who do make it rarely come down. The view from the top is just oh so sweet. Living like that, no one would ever frown. A life atop a mountain just can't be beat. I'm on a quest to where the sun shines bright. It's a war, best believe I'll put up a fight.
Yeah! Blood drips from your outstretched fingers. Heart beats silenced by your arrival, Patikure. But I am your daughter, the one who cheats. Eyes unopened, furious and dewy. Serpent skirt flailing, hissing wide open. Deadly feathers caress my home, your wound. The terrible wound, it will reopen. The pain subsides, there will be no tomb. Eagle talons grasp at my throat in search of my voice. A gasped fear that does not last. I am propelled forward, a sudden lurch. Expelled to a world so vast, I will outlast. I am your heir, Patikue. Together we will continue to rule forever.
Alright, so it's called The Sun and the Moon. The sun so far away, yet not that far. Its heat gives life and takes no difference. Up in the sky it sits, in space a star. A ball of gas, no thoughts or slightest sense. The moon so big in the night sky, so bright, its shine cannot compare to that of day. It seems to be so dim, but yet so light, yet every day its shape will change some way. The white and bright compete from day to night. The sun will own the day, but not the dark. At night, the moon up in the sky is white, and it will make more silently its mark. The sun and moon will always fight to rule, yet all will stay the same, forever cruel.
I find this taste brings more than I like. Prefer a meal that wasn't quite so low. The burn feels raw, like using salted rice. My throat, a wire, here's hoping it won't show. I stumbled in this tasty dissonance. The flavor of failure resides in me. Yes, welcomed by the scent of sweet lament. No other words to use but apathy. The day stops short on my disease, though it seems a life that I stay. Weakness I feel, strength falls on me. No, clear skies might shine, but all I see is gray. No one to blame, it's me I despise. I left my skin here when it cries.
Someone here has caught my admiration, intelligent as her face is pristine, but her character won mine affection, and now I might consider myself fine. Those who know me can guess what I'll do next, for my habit inclines me to pursue. But history's taught me a point rather convex, and some know what poisons my pursuits lead to. Thus currently I have a first-rate friend, and a first-rate friend I intend to keep. For against his tendency I shall not bend, and for a thought has begun to rob my sleep. She's helped me see a new thing that I fear. That old demon I now see in the mirror.
So I guess I kind of go along followers. It's called Lost at Sea. The thing with my love can never be. For years and months I've spent my time alone. I'm like Odysseus, still wandering at sea. And now I see, I hate being alone. My love life, like a maelstrom that just swirls. I'm always spinning with no freaking end. My life, my sails, I only see them twirl. Oh, what to do, but wait for it to mend. Oh, dear Athena, spare me some wisdom, please. My goddess, love, thy precious blessing, dear. Oh, why in front of her must my tongue freeze? Why does she not observe my curvy rear? Despite, like Noah, I'm waiting for that dog.
I don't want to betray the age of mine, but the betrayal is hard to prevent. The gentleman's armors no longer shine. My disgust and dislike have been at hand. To seek for love in this age is worthless. To offer love is simply a pity. But then, thy arrived on my thoughts. Thou claim with eye me for eternity. I also offer an eye for an eye. Gossip broke, hinting thou was a faggot. Of course, thou dost wear finer silks than I. What gifts which such relations bear me with? Alas, my beliefs are nearly amiss, that of which I am utterly clueless.
Quietly dancing their way through the air, seeping under my skin without warning. My heedless demeanor greets the unknown, lifting up to entice the powdered skies. Made my soul scream in grand saxophone tones, the sound of the piano drives into minds. Tranquil as a statue on the train tracks, and distinguished from the surrounding white. But who knew snow could melt stone to wax? Who knew it might submerge me alive? Clearly, I didn't know snowflakes can transform. I never even realized you're my snowstorm.
Please forgive me for my cunning words, though they sound foolish, they are no mere friends. Every day and night, I fight to win the war. I lose my sleep and wreck my health for you. I row the boat with the hands without thy oars, against thy current, fond of storm than dew. I work till moves, rise and fall are done. For years and years I gain no go from thee. For e'er am I without the lovely sun, to lose the time with friends and family. Why, even at this precious moment, oh, Lord, I thee, thou art my unchanging foe.
Among the waves. A wooden craft will brave the ocean realm. Through vicious storms and sleepless nights it rides. As reckless waves collide upon the helm, its bow is drowned by unrelenting tides. Whoever thought a wooden ship like this would last another 10 or 20 years? They should have seen that something was amiss, but there, alone, it formed its tears. For guided by a lighthouse on the shore, this craft will find its destination soon. Although the vessel travels evermore, its home will always lie beneath the moon. So while the waves engulf the wooden sides, this ship will not fall subject to the tide.
So I wrote this, which is called Nothing to Say. When winged words can flow into my beak like waves of fire pulsing on my heart, that ever aided all the words I seek give way to mental bile and depart. Why am I cursed to live in such dismay with body, mind, and spirit ever shattered? I've never kept Achilles' heel at bay long enough for anything that mattered. The It's always either lack of will to try or obligation to hand that standard. Or if somehow I summon furious cry that people pay to glance and no one cared. And so I write a poem to lament like age of stagnancy and discontent.
Actually, at home, she gave the final food. This sad moment on, I became the boss. On my own, I had bought a warehouse suit, and not saving my cash, it's my own loss. So long as I have to carry my own and go to school and try to make some cash, I'll remember the times beside the phone and nights playing I'll leave clearly as ash. And I was loose and limber, all carefree. A time looped around me, it's suffocating. This suit now cages me and I'm weary. The noose gets tighter, life ain't real easy. Well, guess it's time to wear the suit and tie, grow up and let loose all those times gone by.
Okay. My sonnet is about how I met the love of my life on the internet. On Omegle, I met my British mate. At first sight, we exchanged timid glances, and here I was thinking it was too late, because throughout the night I gave guys classes. I met the love of all my years. We talked for seconds, minutes, and hours. My eyes lost in darkness and full of tears. So softly he spoke, taking my power. To look him in his eyes took all of my might. His love overwhelmed me like no other. I yearned to travel to you overnight. I cannot wait to tell my big brother. Oh, to Britain, I cannot make a show. I need you, baby. William Tyler wrote.
Basically, like a response to these How canst thou articulate words of shame, when to thee in full hath my spirit decreed? From the foremost gleam of the sun on things, you can't describe my feelings now open and sweet. And the dearth budding through henceforth mirrors the way with my love I besought. Through pride birds think these slight favors endorse, to dream, cursed dream, that cometh denied. Wherefore did my mind in true fear believe, reciprocating thoughts did manifest. In my heart small belief waxed more conceived. Yet wane did thine as though merely a jest. So lessons we wrought to taught maidens fair, to seek their heart is a burden to bear.
I close my eyes to find you standing there, amidst the autumn leaves and gentle rays, with eyes that rhapsodize a love affair, and soul that triumphs peril and decay. The stillness of your voice calms wind and wave, and silence in your touch pronounces why. Had you been present in Poseidon's rage, Odysseus would not have danced with strife. To hold fast to your fading melody, I shun sir intellect and madam truth, because they argue only tragedy, and tell me to forsake my hopeful youth. As flowers bloom today, and gone the next, you are no more, my doleful heart.
The cake with lovely icing awaits thee, upon a platter where dreams survive. The journey, long and weary, made you be. Come sit and ponder how in here you'll thrive. You jump through hoops, you make for my pleasure, in mazes made to make time pass and mock. Tests are past, yet there's no time for leisure. You stay quiet, so I'll keep up the talk. Your efforts remain fruitless, you can't win. Victory's saved for the thin and the pretty. Being this fat and stupid is a sin. My win's due to my superiority. You manage not to fail, for this I'm glad. But your spoil cake with lies. How sad.
Yeah.